Hello, God bless. It's me, Dick Jr. I'm coming to you from Up Ministries. I'm going to read you 2 Corinthians chapter 10 today. It's a really short read, 18 verses, like 2 columns. I prayed and I asked God to help me to speak with you today. Before I started this video, I also suggest, though, that you pray and ask God to give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding anytime you're reading His Word or anything. But I also suggest that you pray and ask God for other things. Fears, wants, needs, concerns, health issues, family, anything. See how that works. I cannot make any promises on that, but I can tell you that God is a prayer answering God, and He has answered many of my prayers, and way above anything that I ever imagined. So, when you do put yourself in God's Word, pray for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Specifically, God will give them to you. And there's such a promise as that in Ephesians chapter 1, verses 16 and 17, if you want to check it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here in 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Now I, Paul, myself urge you by the meekness and gentleness of Christ. I, who am meek when face to face with you, but bold towards you when absent. I ask that when I am present, I need not be bold with the confidence with which I propose to be courageous against some, who regard us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but divinely powerful for the destruction of fortresses. We are destroying speculations and every lofty thing raised up against the knowledge of God. And we are taking every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. We are ready to punish all disobedience whenever your obedience is complete. You are looking at things as they are outwardly. If anyone is confident in himself that he is Christ's, let him consider this again within himself, that just as he is Christ's, so also are we. For even if I boast somewhat further about our authority, which the Lord gave for building you up, not for destroying you, I will not be put to shame. For I do not wish to seem as if I would terrify you by my letters. For they say his letters are weighty and strong, but his personal presence is unimpressive and his speech is contemptible. Let such a person consider this, that what we are in word by letters when absent, such persons we are also indeed when present. For we are not bold to class or compare ourselves with some of those who commend themselves. But when they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are without understanding. But we will not boast beyond our measure, but within the measure of the sphere which God apportioned to us as a measure to reach even as far as you. For we are not overextending ourselves as if we did not reach to you, for we were the first to come even as far as you in the gospel of Christ, not boasting beyond our measure, that is, in other men's labors, but with the hope that as your faith grows, we will be within our sphere, enlarged even more by you, so as to preach the gospel even to the regions beyond you, and not to boast in what has been accomplished in the sphere of another. But he who boasts is to boast in the Lord. For it is not he who commends himself that is approved, but him whom the Lord commends. And that right there where it says he who boasts is to boast in the Lord, that's in Jeremiah chapter 9:24. And I underlined it where it says, it is not he who commends himself that is approved, but he who the Lord commends. And that's the way the Lord works. He doesn't pick the mighty. He picks the weak, and he makes them mighty. So that's what I have for 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Thanks for listening, and God bless.